So, here we are, Torrin Crater, with Sparrow as Coalition in all white, and YoloSwaggins also as Coalition in all grey. Okay, guys. It's kind of interesting to see Sparrow drop the black, because you usually do a white-black combo. But, hey. Nice thing about being able to pick your colours, you can change them as and when you like. Now, we have YoloSwaggins. Immediately going full CUs. Base runner coming out and heading off. He is going for a turret rush. Meanwhile, we have Sparrow, who is putting out a probe. Now, if he does catch that base runner, that's it. He's going to see that the base runner is missing, so I might presume he's recycled the base runner. Because you typically look for the base runner heading to mid. So this could be very effective from Yolo. Let's change over to the production tab, see what people are building. More salvages. Give me an eco. Poor move here by Yolo. His carrier is out of position. He needs to angle it so it's pointing more parallel to his resources here. These salvages are having to move, which is going to impact his income. But Sparrow's making the same mistake. If he just moved his carrier to so the end was about there, he would be much better off. So they're about even on eco right now because of that. And we got probes looking at each other, I suppose. But Sparrow still does not know that this is going on. He does, however, know that there are LEVs coming out. Missed a chance. Really should have sent one way and one the other. Cut off the probe. But shouldn't matter too much. The real question is going to be whether or not Sparrow realizes, oh, his LAVs are going to find the base runner. That's pretty unfortunate for. It is possible that's intentional though, because it looks like he wants to come around here. It's possible, yeah. I suspect Sparrow is expecting these LAVs to come this way. So one interesting point is if Yolo had sent these LAVs straight to mid and attacked that base runner, I think it would have drawn these LAVs away from the base runner here. That is quite unfortunate for Yolo. Dumping down that turret, it should be worth it. Because it's going to get at least, yeah, it's going to clean these up. Because there's not enough of them. The rule is four strike craft with proper focus fire to deal with the turret. So that's a really tough situation for Sparrow. But Yolo has not. Ooh, right, I see. So Yolo is going into full eco. However, he is mismicroing. Does he realise his support cruiser is going to... Yes, he's on top of that. So Yolo is using this to get a eco lead. So the danger for him though is he does not have enough force here to support this turret, and it doesn't have high ground either, so I suspect they're going to kill that quite quickly. So LAV is going to punch through here now, and Yolo needs some kind of answer or he's going to lose that base runner and his economy is going to be at risk. Shame didn't pick off that LAV there. Now these LAVs are going to jump on that base runner. As you can see, Sparrow going very heavy on the LAVs, and with Yolo just kind of idling right now. What is his resources looking like? Sorry. Yeah, that base runner goes down, and these LAVs are going to continue to sweep forward. Yolo has a substantial amount of resources floating right now, and he really needs to invest that in something. Anything in production? No. So Yolo's got this economy advantage and he's not used it. And now these LAVs are going to be in position. They're probably going to look at picking off that support cruiser if he doesn't get something out. He has just teched into AAVs, and I suspect we're going to see those start popping up on the build queue shortly, but I think they're going to be too little too late. I think Sparrow's going to try and snipe this support cruiser. I mean, this is really the issue you see is, like, if you don't keep up your strikecraft numbers, yeah, starting to put damage on that support cruiser now. Yeah, Sparrow's not particularly focused on his economy, but oh, that's bloody why. Are you kidding? YOLO, you greedy swine. You greedy, greedy swine. Oh, wait, no. No, that's the same support cruiser. I thought a second support cruiser just popped out. But that still doesn't answer why you're so far behind. That would be because you're floating 700 CUs. What are you doing? It is important to keep in mind that if these LAVs were to rush that armoured assault, they would be able to take down. But with these LAVs, it's safe. I'm really surprised that Sparrow didn't exploit his advantage there. That is a serious missed opportunity. It was admittedly quite a small window, but again, like, Sparrow really needed to get in there and do damage. YOLO's probe over there has highlighted the fact that Sparrow is shifting around to that side, reinforcements going that way, and in the meantime he is going to dive in and try and check on Sparrow's eco, which Sparrow has not built up. A railgun back there, probably to deal with any armoured assaults rushing Sparrow's base. Yeah, Sparrow's going to really struggle now, because what's going to happen is YOLO is going to stagger his smoke, which will make it very difficult for Sparrow to put damage on those support cruisers, but he is diving in here and getting those those logistics modules, so damage is being done. I would really like to see Sparrow get some armour on these LAVs, but I suspect his priorities are elsewhere. What is he focusing down? He's shooting a base runner. That's a really poor choice. He could have got this logistics module, which would have been much more useful to him right now. In the meantime, back on Sparrow's side, there is now a set of LEVs coming in unchallenged. There's only 5 LEVs here to hold, and that railgun is not going to help much. So YoloSwaggins in a really strong position now. Not much power on that carrier, and that LAV going out to die, unfortunately. So it seems Sparrow is just a little bit distracted, and he's got 4 AAVs coming his way as well. Yeah, YOLO now focusing down those rails. With those gone, these AAVs are going to be very strong. And that's air tech from Sparrow. Interesting. Very expensive RUs wise. That seems a bit greedy. One salvager, 2 salvagers down for Sparrow now. And like I say, there are AVs incoming. Yeah, air is a really dubious tech choice. Not having the defense at home. Failing to keep track of where those LAVs were obviously going. And again, meanwhile, YOLO is going into more economy. So Sparrow is really far behind here. And he needs to start taking some good trades. I presume these strike fighters are going to go out and start hitting those armoured assaults. Which is going to help a bit. But again, he needs to hope 2 strike fighters are going to knock out 4 AAVs before they hit his eco. Otherwise, this is essentially over. Yeah, so right now Sparrow can't even build railguns because the AAVs will be able to focus them down. Sparrow just doesn't have any armor upgrades. So I think this is just it. Yeah, Sparrow's going to have no eco against full eco. It is very over. YOLO is going to be able to build all the anti-air he wants and still win the ground game. Yeah, leaving his base exposed. YOLO made the right move, pushing in. and relying on the AAVs to clean up. It's very important to keep in mind that AAVs build very quickly and are cost effective, so you can reactively pump out AAVs to deal with LAVs raiding at home. Very quickly, you can just get the numbers up and block them out. And again, because Sparrow didn't take advantage of that window he had to punish the eco, it's kind of over now. I expect we're going to see the AA upgrade come soon. Now, what's that about? Why are we seeing a charge bar? Is that to say it's teching? That'd be interesting. No. No, apparently they've already got it up. Yeah, so these strike fighters now, which basically everything that Sparrow has, are going to go straight into support cruiser AA. Fortunately, it's strike fighters. Oh, no, you need to pull off, you need to pull off, you need to pull off. That damage spread has been perfect for Sparrow, but he is too... This is ridiculous now. But yeah, as you can see, like, this is the real advantage of strike fighters. Because they'll survive those two missiles, it means that they can go in and they'll survive those kinds of sort of isolated AA. But Sparrow is very slow to react. Sparrow seems quite out of practice, actually. There have been a few micro hiccups which are not typical of Sparrow. There's only 4 of those strike fighters left. The LAVs can actually shoot those down as well, and the support cruiser is coming forward with AA as well. I mean, yeah, I think the air choice was really poor. I think he was a bit too wary about pushing in with the LAVs. That is a gunship. I don't think it's going to be enough to save him, though. We'll see. Depends on the micro, which appears is non-existent. Just a shame. Yeah, like shooting the isolated one, so no gunship micro here to really maximize the effectiveness. And considering they've got 4 armor, they've got as much defense against that as they can. Gunship is now taking AA fire. Yeah, not what I expected going into this. Again, didn't recall it. I mean, I suppose I suspect that Sparrow's already given up at this point. Yeah, this is very much over. No, YOLO. I felt like YOLO was really greedy, and he should have had more. He had the resource to have more as well. Oh, hey, Discara. Welcome to the stream. Can those 2 railguns make a difference? No, because you can just deploy a crap ton of LAVs and just swarm them. So yeah. Oh well. I'm afraid it is very important to keep in mind that. Alright, let me see. I believe there we go. Class mode. It's very important to keep in mind that if you go aggression and it doesn't work out, you need to get more eco to sustain yourself, or you need to make sure you are taking really good trades. You can't afford to lose track of your enemy. You need to stay in control. The moment that Sparrow hesitated to hit YOLO while he was investing in eco, quite frankly, I think Sparrow could have microed and focused down YOLO's LAVs and then been free to do damage. You know, like, even if he just killed those LAVs, it would have prevented YOLO from coming and backstabbing him. So, yeah, it really comes down to a moment's hesitation, and then YOLO just had so much economy, it didn't matter what Sparrow tried to do.